What's going on, everybody? It's Eli here from TreeFall Studios, back with a brand new devlog for the Perplexing Orb 2. I've had a lot going on recently, so I skipped last Tuesday's upload, and so now with this upload, there's so much to get through that I'm going to split it into two videos this week. So without further ado, let's get started. So some of the changes this week are the tutorial level is now finished. This is the tutorial level. As you can see, it's got this kind of tile set that's kind of like this ancient ruins type vibe with all the old ruins cubes jutting out of the ground here. It's got a new sky, fog, clouds, the whole shebang. So basically on the tutorial level, I'm going to add one more descriptor right here, but I haven't decided exactly what the text is going to say, but it basically teaches you how to collect artifacts, and as you collect all the artifacts, it fades it out. And then as you come up here, it tells you why you need to knock down the finish posts, and it tells you if you go ahead and beat this level, it will erase all of your game's data, and also it will just fade off into nothing, which is just a cool touch. So here's a look at Bonus World 3. This is actually one of my favorite ones. Keeping with our Bonus World themes, each one is different, completely different than the rest of the worlds in the game, and this one has an Arabian theme, and here are the flying carpets you have to roll across. This is one of the toughest levels in the game, just because of the timing. You have to just get all of it right all the way to the end, and if you don't do your speed just right and time the carpets right, you will fall and have to do the entire thing over. I actually kind of like it being tough because, you know, the bonus levels are optional basically, but they do provide you with the 100% that you need to unlock some of the things in the game. But I think this level is a fair challenge. So these red carpets here, they just wiggle back and forth. They're basically your static platforms. These are your safe ones. If you're just like sitting in one, you're not exactly gonna fall off unless you were kind of already rolling a little bit. So these are your safe platforms. The blue platforms here, they flap up and down, and the purple ones back there, they wiggle and then ramp up, so you can use them as a ramp. You basically have to learn how the orb controls and do your timing right to land these. They are difficult. See, like, I did the timing right, but I stopped. It is really tough to do it if you stop in this one, because you basically need to roll while it's down instead of while it's up, because they're too fast. So I kind of waited and did the timing backwards on the exit, which caused me to lose. So if you go like this, you'll be able to land it perfectly. So also the timing is key on the purple carpets as well, just because, like, if you try to roll while it's up, it will drop you down and you'll just roll right off into oblivion. So you basically have to do the opposite. You have to go when it's down and it will roll you up, and you'll be able to jump up perfectly. So I'm pretty excited. This entire set, it took a long time, a lot of iterations to get this level right, between the carpet styles and the art in the background, but now with the new carpets, I'm very happy with the way that they look, and I love the background art that I made, and the song that we have for this one. It just fits the whole theme really well, so I'm pretty excited about this one. Hope you guys like the look of it so far. Let me know what you think about this one down below in the comments. I had so many iterations on this one. It took me a while to be sold. I hope you guys like it. Let me know. Alrighty, so now we're back in the hub world. Going to show a couple updates here that I mentioned last video. It might look a little confusing that it says 7474 down in the total. That's just because I'm using a debug script to just unlock everything. But if you look down on the right, the new symbols say I have not beat the level. That's because I haven't actually beat the levels, and I've just set the total numbers aside from the level numbers. So that's just a brief thing to note in case it confused anyone. But now the hub world, so this way I can show you all of them. Yeah, it's kind of funny looking because they're all unlocked, but actually the signs still show up just because I'm basically breaking my own code, but just for the sake of the video. But you can see here now that there are new symbols on the stage select thumbnails. So off to the right, there will be a little token on the top and a finish post icon on the top. So let's just go here to stage 1 so I can show you how this works, because this is like the easiest stage to complete. It's rather short, first one in the game. I'll speed up the countdown by pressing the start button, and let's just go ahead and grab all of the artifacts here actually, that way you can see both icons as they've been lit up. So all you need to do is grab every icon, and while we're on this level, I'll go ahead and mention I've already changed out the font actually from the standard like default font that I've been using forever in the artifact count to match the rest of the game. So that was something I also did this week. So then you beat the level, and then when you load back, actually you won't load back, let me just quit real fast. So now when we're quitting back into the hub world, if you look, there's now they light up, they're no longer gray, and there's a check mark on each of them. So you can see on every single level in the game now whether or not you've gotten all the artifacts and whether or not you've beaten the actual level. So this is something that I worked really hard on. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get it in the final build, but now that it's in the game, it just brings the entire project to a whole new level, because there's so many levels, so many worlds and bonus worlds. It's so much easier when you just roll right up to one to keep track on if you've completed it or not, and it's going to help people who are going for completionists scores, people who are looking for certain trophies, and people who are trying to learn different strats and speed runs, seeing which ones they've done and which ones they haven't done. So also here, I mentioned last time that I hadn't finished all the thumbnails. I have finished the thumbnails. The bonus levels have their thumbnails now. Each world has their thumbnails. So you can see here, this is the bonus level I just showed you. Here's World 4. So this gets you overall look at the entire map. It's mostly done now. You go from the pyramids, there's the maze bonus level, Donut City world, this night world here, the Arabian bonus level here, the stage World 4, and this actually, bonus 4, is not complete. It is the only one that is not finished, and I'm almost done with it. Pretty excited to show you that one, and it's going to be split off into the second devlog for this week. But for the final thing I'm going to show you, it's the final level of the game. I'm just going to show you a little snippet from the beginning. So if this game to me isn't really spoiler driven, it's exactly story driven, it's, you know, stage and level driven. But if you don't want to see the final level, you might want to skip ahead just a little bit. I'm just going to show a brief snippet because it's a whole new theme that I made just for the final level, and it's kind of like a mix between relaxing, you made it to the end, and also semi-threatening in the background as well. So let's take a look at the final level. So loading in here, this is the final level. It has a brand new texture set as well, a whole new theme. You can see there's mountains off on the side. It's just this dark starry night, new sky, new fog, and you can see there's a volcano in the background that's just slowly smoking, and the closer you roll to it, you'll get this, it will come in view outside of the fog. I really just love this theme. It's also got custom music just for this level, which is pretty cool. And basically this level is a combination of all the different things you've learned in the entire game. I like to do that with my final levels. I did that originally in the first Perplexing Orb, but I tried to maintain all of the stage arts and put it all in one level, and it looked like a big mess. So this time around, I've made a completely custom art set, a whole custom theme for this entire world, but it actually features all the different abilities that you needed to learn throughout the entire game. As you can see, like, you start off with World 1 here, and you have to shrink, and then you got to go through these skinny platforms, and then you can see after this, you have to get to use the magnets from World 2, and then after that there's the falling platforms from World 3. Then after that there's a bunch of rotating platforms from World 4 till you make it to the end. So that's the only snippet I'm going to show you of this level. I really like it. I'm very excited, and then once you beat this level, it will actually shoot you into the credits, which I think I will hold off until the devlog at the end of this week. But I've also finished the credits, and I'm super excited with how those have turned out. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today's video. If you liked anything you saw with the updates today, please smash that like button. It really helps YouTube know to share these videos, which helps us grow our channel and grow our studio. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, which most of you watching the video are not, and you enjoyed it at all, please be sure to hit that subscribe button so you stick around for more. Before we go, I need to give a big shout out to everyone who supports TreeFall Studios on Patreon. I need to give a personal shout out to LV, Carmen Red, PLP, and Overhyped Gamer. I cannot thank you enough for what you guys do for TreeFall Studios on Patreon.com. If you're interested in the Patreon page, you can check out the links in the description below. Alright, without further ado, I'll catch you guys in the next video.